We are a unique nation. The only people who give travel reviews entirely in alcohol prices. How was Prague? How was it? £1.30 for a litre of vodka. And 40p a pint. Does it have good museums? Quite possibly. There's a lot of economic uncertainty about independence. Scottish people are worried about whether or not we get to retain Poundland. I think we could do well in the world. I think there's industries that we could do well in. Like euthanasia, for example. Switzerland has that at the minute. Now, Switzerland's beautiful and it's friendly. Nobody wants to leave that behind. Glasgow could dominate that industry. And not just Glasgow, you'd land in Glasgow and you'd have to get a bus out to an industrial estate in Bells Hill. By the time people got there, they'd be begging for you to kill them with a hammer in the forehead. They wouldn't even want the silk pillow and the poison chocolate. Just put a sledgehammer in my temple and kill me like a pig in an abattoir. Glasgow would be so good at euthanasia, there'd be waiting lists so long, people would be dying from natural causes. We'll have an oil development fund that we can blow like a mental pools winner. There'll be a button in Balloch Town Centre that turns Loch Lomond into a jacuzzi. Coatbridge will have an actual functioning time capsule. And we'll be so rich and self-confident as a nation, we'll tell jokes like that English people can't even understand. What's a time capsule? I have no idea. What's a Coatbridge? Now, to explain unionism to you, unionism, to be fair, is simply the belief that two small, pretty similar countries might be better off together, unless those countries are both part of Ireland. We have become more anglicised as a nation. People say things like jog on now. Anyone who says jog on can fuck off. Now, some people say they don't want independence because they don't want Alex Salmond in power. How long does he look like he's going to live? He has the life expectancy of full-fat milk. He'll be lucky to make the vote. That hamster has picked out a suit for his funeral. Says he gets death threats, Salmond. They better hurry up. Gets a death threat every morning from his bathroom scales. I think the best thing about being openly pro-independence is I get maybe half a dozen tweets a day telling me that I don't understand economics from Rangers fans. The last one was a wee guy with a club crest as his logo going, "You're 110% wrong about this." I'll tell you a true story, right? A couple of weeks ago, I went for lunch in the Merchant City, and we're sitting outside having lunch, and there's a BAM drinking across from me. Now, a BAM, if you're not Scottish, is a gentleman of a lively disposition. And some American tourists come by, and for some reason, they go up and speak to this guy. And the American tourist says, "Excuse me, sir, is there somewhere around here that we could buy fruit?" And the BAM went, "No." And the American said, "But isn't this the old fruit market?" And it was the old fruit market in the Merchant City. And the BAM, to be fair to him, had perfect comic timing. He let it hang for a couple of beats, and then he went, "There's a reason they don't call it the new fruit market."